श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम ओम अखंडानंद संबोधः वंदनाद्यस्य जायते गोविंदं तमहं वंदे चिदानंदतनुं गुरुम्. So yesterday we saw that this silkworm arrests itself, binds itself to death. So using data, still if you don't get it, so he is explaining this is the situation you are in to show that this attachment to the family, etc., is nothing which is similar to, it is nothing different from similar to or nothing different from a jail. To equate the house with a jail, he is explaining in the next three shlokas. कारागृहस्य अस्य च को विशेषः प्रदर्श्यते साधु विचार्यमाणे मुक्तेः प्रतीपत्तमिहापि पुंसः कान्ता सुख अभ्युत्थितमोहपाशैः कारागृहस्य अस्य च को विशेषः प्रदर्श्यते साधु विचार्यमाणे मुक्तेः प्रतीपत्तम् इह अपि पुंसः कांता सुख abhyuttita moha pashahi. Sadhu vicharyamane. If we think properly, sadhu means rightly, properly. Vicharyamane, if you are going to think, inquire into it. If you are going to inquire into it properly, investigate into it properly, then karagrahasya asyacha. Karagraha means a jail. Asyacha means your home. There is no difference between the jail and the home. What? Yes, there is no difference. He is going to establish it step by step. Why? Because here what happens is Kanta Sukha Abhyuttita Moha Pashaihi. Kanta Sukha Abhyuttita. Kanta Sukha, the pleasure which you gain from your wife, the pleasure which you gain from your husband, your son, your kids, whatever, everything. Everything. That is why Shastra very clearly says whatever you see is not for them, it is for yourself. This is a very important thing we have to understand. See, people, it's like a person holding on to a tree and saying, the tree is not leaving me. This tree is not the problem. It is not, it is you. You are holding on to the tree, not the tree. A better example is the one which I experienced in my life, which is when I was in Chennai, before leaving my house, I was sitting in a bus stand. I used to take bus from a bus stand. Okay. Now, from this bus stand, there are so many buses. I choose my bus and I sit there, and I will be waiting for the bus to start to go to my office and all that. Now, this fellow who takes care of a monkey, who has a monkey, he has bound a monkey and he is using that monkey as his tool. So he goes to every seat and begs. He is not a beggar in that form. He is using the monkey. He just goes to the people and not making the monkey dance and all. He just has it in his hand and goes to people and say, sir, please, it cannot speak. It's a kind of euphemism. We say it doesn't have a mouth, kind of, it cannot act on itself. So see, please. So, dear madam, dear sir, like that, he'll go and please everyone to have some money. Some people give him some money also. So with this money, what he used to do is he'll go to around the bus stand. There were kiosks. In one of the kiosks, it is a tea kiosk, which is doubled as a tiffin kiosk in the morning and the evening. They used to make this rice cakes, this idli things. Okay. So this fellow who has a bag and all that, he has a big vessel in which he'll buy 4 idlis with sambar and chutney, the side dish. Okay, and this fellow will take 1 idli, come and comfortably sit. Let the monkey also not leave the rope which he has tied it with. He'll have it in his control, and he will take 1 idli. Okay, it has sambar and chutney smeared on it. So he'll just relieve all the sambar and chutney, remove it all by shaking and moving it, and then what he'll just he'll not give the monkey the idli, he'll throw it on the ground, and this monkey takes that and removes the dust and dirty particles, whatever there are in the sand and all that, and will remove it and it will eat it. This was an eye opener for me. A moment ago, this fellow was showing that monkey and asking for money for that monkey, not for himself. And now he is the one who is enjoying the food, not the monkey. Monkey does not get sambar, monkey does not get chutney, monkey does not get any side dish. It eats raw idli, and that too, that which is thrown on the ground. What kind of justice is that? And if this fellow leaves the monkey free, it has the ability to take care of itself. I see here in Vrindavan so many monkeys. They are all sharper, smarter than the people around here. Okay, so they have the business dealing and all. You have to come and see that. It cannot be explained. That is the thing. Now this fellow is holding on to the monkey for whose sake? Not for the monkey, for his own sake. Similar is the case for us. We hold on to this and that and all that, not for the sake of them, for our own sake. That I understood. There was a big clarity. After coming here, after studying Shastra, I understood a very beautiful statement in Shastra, which says, Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. For our own sake, everything becomes lovable. We don't love something for the sake of that object. It has that ability to be loved. No. It has the ability to give pleasure to us, give happiness to us, therefore we love it. Simple. It is for our own sake we love it, not for its sake. So, with this, he says, Sadhu Vicharyamani, if you are going to inquire into it properly, then Karagrahasya Chako Vishesha Pradarshi. What difference do you see between the house and the jail? What? House and the jail? You mean Jail jail? Yes, Jail jail. Why? He says, Kanta Sukha Abhyutita Moha Pashehi. Moha Pashehi. Moha Pashehi means delusion. Pashehi means bondage. The bondage of delusion. Who is binding us in delusion in my house? No one. No. Kanta Sukha Abhyutita. The pleasure you gain from the woman, wife, her children, etc. All these are the delusional things. All these things are that which put you into delusion. So they are the delusional factors. Therefore, ihapi pumsaha mukte pratipattam. Here also they are the one which are like in the jail. There are some things which are obstacle for you to become liberated, free. Similarly, here also these are the things which prevent you from becoming free. How? So he is bringing the jail example to make you understand what is the similarity between the jail and the home very clearly. He says, Grihasprudha pada nibaddha shrinkhala kanta sutasha patu kantha pashaha Shirshe padat bhuryashanirhi sakshat prananta hetu prabhaladhanasha. He says, Grihasprudha pada nibaddha shrinkhala kanta sutasha patukanta pashaha Shirshe padadbhur yashanir hi sakshat. Yashani hi sakshat. Okay. So, Bhur Yashanihi Sakshat. Prananta Hetuhu Prabhaladhanasha. 4 different stages. He is explaining the commonality between the jail and the home. First is Grihasprha, the attachment which you have for the home and things in the home. First, home, the house. So he says, Padanibhakta Shrinka. It is a rope which binds you, binds your legs. The house is the rope which binds your legs. This is a simple thing. See, in earlier days, nowadays we don't see this kind of thing. Only in movies and all, probably they bind people with chain and all. But in olden days, this is how it was. There were less number of people who were treated like this. So people didn't complain. And it is see, for these people who come there, if they were bound like this, then they'll have a fear of doing it again. And to instill fear upon the others, if you are going to do something bad, you are going to be treated like that. So they do these kind of things. Nowadays, you cannot do. Even for a person who has killed 10 or hundreds of people, even 10 or hundreds of people, he should be treated with dignity. Why? He is a human being. These human rate idiots, they will start claiming him to be a human being. A person who killed hundreds, he becomes a human. How can he become a human? What kind of logic these people have? I don't understand. So, pada nibaddha shrinkhala. This is a bondage which binds your legs. Okay, what will be the effect? We'll see that later. So he says this attachment to the house is the bondage which binds you with by your legs. Okay, house. Next, it goes to the kanta sutasha. The attachment to kanta. Kanta means wife. Suta means son. The progeny, whatever. So the attachment to the son, daughter, etc. That is that attachment, that desire, that attachment is a patukanta pasha, is a rope tied to your neck. Now what happens is, see, when your legs are tied, you are at least little free to move your body this way or that way. When your neck is tied, then you cannot move anywhere like this. You are bound completely. Okay, that is not all that. Okay, at least he is alive, right? He is kept alive, right? He is not killed. I am alive. If you think like that, then he is bringing another bigger bomb. What is that? He says, Prabaladhanasha Pranahetuhu. The attachment to the wealth is a life threatening. It will kill you. Like what? Example. He says, Sakshat Shirshe Padad Bhur Yasharni. Definitely it is like the thunder which falls on your, see, thunder or lightning and whatever, that is what kind of example is this? Thunder, lightning will fall on his head. Will the lightning search for a person staying in the jail and fall on him? Only this person I will fall on. No. See, this is an example. Or if you want to understand it in a real term, then we'll put it, instead of that, it's like a sword hanging on above your head. What does that mean? You may be put to death by hanging. So death is imminent, right? That is what we want to establish. It is not that the lightning will search and fall on your head. No, the death is imminent. So similarly, for this fellow also, death is imminent. How can the death be imminent just because I'm attached to my house? I'm not attached to somebody's house. I'm attached to my house. So for that, he is explaining. He's bringing the similarity between the jail and the home. What is that? Next is Ashapashatena Pashita Ashapashatena Pashita Pado Nothatumeva Kshamaha Kamakrodhamadadi Pratipataihi Samrakshamano Nisham Sammohavaranena Vopanavata Samsarakara Grahat Nirgantum Trivideshana Paravashah Kakshakniyad Ragishu Ashapashatena Pashita Padaha न उत्थातमेव क्षमः काम क्रोध मदादिः प्रतिभटैः संरक्ष्यमानो अनिशम् सम्मोह आवरणेन गोपनवतः संसारकारागृहात् निर्गन्तुं त्रिविध एषणा परवशः कः शक्नुयात् रागिषु आशा पाश कः शक्नुयात् रागिषु. Among the people who are attached to things, who have desire the enjoyments of things, who are attached to sense objects, among them ragishu asha pashatena, by hundreds of bondages, ropes. You are bound by hundreds of things. Hundreds of things means he says different desires, hundreds of different kinds of desires. Son, house, daughter, this, that, everything becomes an object of desire. You open your eyes, everything becomes an object of desire. That's why it says pashita padaha. Your legs are completely bound. In South, we have a simple usage. Tie a knot around his leg. That's a usage to say, get him married. If somebody is not doing things properly, if he's a free bird, he is doing things as he wishes, then they say to bring him under control, tie a rope around his leg. meaning get him married. So here that is what he is referring to. So your attachment to things, your house, is the rope which is tying you around your leg. So what? So what? That is what he is explaining. Uchatumeva nakshamaha, because of the rope tied to his leg, he cannot even get up. He cannot stand. He should have to stay always on the ground. So nakshamaha, he cannot get up. He does not have the strength to get up. He is incapable of getting up. Kama krodha madadivihi pratibhataihi anisham samrakshamana, and not just that. He is also protected. Remember this word. He is also protected by pratibhataihi, means the policeman. Policeman who is staying outside. When? Okay, the policeman will be staying only in the daytime. I can escape somehow in the night. No. Anisham, always. These policemen are staying outside always. For what? For not allowing you to escape the prison. What will happen if you escape the prison? You will become free. Right? What's this logic? See, this is the explanation. Now come to this is the example. Now come to the exemplified. Now you are bound by these attachments, the house, etc. Right? Because of which you want to escape this. Who wants to be a prisoner? No one. So you want to escape this. Now, if you decide to escape this, you have protection of a policeman. Who are these policemen? Kama, Krodha, etc. The moment you open your eyes, you have desire, hatred, and all that in front of you. Those are like the policemen standing outside your room. They are not protecting you from people. They are protecting the people from you. They are there to not help you. They are there to not make you free, not you to not be free. That is their point. If you become free, if you become liberated from this attachment to the house, etc., you will become liberated. So these desire, hatred, etc., all these emotions, they are like the policeman which prevents you from gaining the understanding, the truth, the realization. Right? So that is why he says sammoha varanena gopanavatah. And this mohana, this sammohana means this delusional, this kind of delusion, which is like a wheeling. It wheels your vision, and because of which Triveda Eshana Paravasha, you are under the control of, always under the control of Triveda Eshana, three kinds of attachments. Because of this also, you are not able to break free from this thing. What are the three Eshanas, the three attachments? In Shastra, we say Putreshana, Vitteshana, Lokeshana. Putresha means attachment to the son. Vitteshana means son, wife, etc. Vitteshana means attachment to the wealth. And Lokeshana means attachment to the world. Okay, the name and fame of the world. This is the general way we understand it. But in Vedanta, in Upadesh Sasai, the commentator Ramatirtha Swamiji, he says it presents it in a different way. Putreshana is not the attachment for the son itself, but the activity to beget a son. So he pins it on the activity, not the object itself. Vitteshana means not the attachment to the wealth itself, but the activity to gain that. The activity which you use it for. Like he's not even saying Vitta means wealth, money. Money is also wealth, but there is another wealth which is a meditation, upasana, worshipping deity, etc. That meditation, what is that useful for? It is useful for gaining entry into the world of deities. Now you are bribing. Here in the world, you are bribing with money. There you are bribing with your upasana. So that also becomes a wealth. So he says that is also that which needs to be avoided. So the third is lokeshana. Lokeshana means name and form, simple words. But loka means different words. So attachment to the activity, the karmas which you perform to gain those different worlds also is attachment. So he refers to the activities to gain these different things as the bondage, attachment, and not the things per se, like the sun or the wealth or the world. Okay, so he says now here Trivida Yeshana, because you are under the spell of, under the control of these three kinds of attachments. See, if you are not attached, if you can escape, you will escape. You are attached to these kind of things. You are bound to this house. You are attached to these three attachments. You are bound to the house, and you have a protection in the form of desire, hatred, etc. in front of you, which does not allow you to escape this prison. This prison of the body sense organ complex, not just the attachment. The body sense organ complex, which prevents you from gaining the liberation, which is gained through the discrimination and dispassion, viveka and vairagya. It doesn't allow you to gain the viveka and vairagya itself. So he says, kaha samsara karagrihad nigantum shakniyat. When there are these kind of protections, on one side you have the attachment to the family, on the other side you have the desire, hatred, etc. On the third side you have the attachment to the wealth and all that. So when these are there, protecting you, binding you, who is the one who is capable of getting free from these things, breaking away from this bondage? No one. Very difficult. That is why for you to understand that the attachment is such a the desire and the attachment is such a dangerous thing, he is going on to explain it in the next 12 shlokas. So first he'll just place it generally, and later in the next shloka he'll explain the figurative way to how to gain the dispassion for women or men. Like I said, that monk who had the photo of a woman, that will be explained here with the shloka, the next shloka actually. Okay, now not this shloka. This shloka says, "Kama andhakarena niruddha drishtihi muhyaty satyapya bala asatyapya bala swarupe nahi andha drishtera satah sato va sukhatva dukkhatva vicharana asti." Kama andhakarena niruddha drishtihi, a person who is blinded by. We already saw this explanation, this example. One who is blinded by the darkness of the desire, etc. So this fellow is also blinded by niruddha drishti. This fellow is also blinded by the desire. It is not a simple thing. We have a sloka which says, "Kamaturasya na bhayam na lajja." A person who is blinded by the desire, for him there is no fear, there is no shyness. He does not fear anyone. He does not have shyness for anything. You can see young kids now in this age. Now the young kids, they kill people and all that, and sometimes they do so many bad things. For what? They don't have any fear or any shyness, because they are completely bound to that desire. In the history, you take somebody had a issue. It is all because of the desire, kama, and because of which he did not have any fear. That stupidity of fearlessness, like the drug-induced fearlessness. So similarly, this fellow also has the drug of kama. Because of it, he does not have fear or any shyness. He does not see the world as it is. So he does not see anything. That's the point. He does not see. He's blinded, completely blinded because of this desire. Therefore, he does not see anything. Therefore, he is bound to it. So he says, "Nirudnadhi." And because of his blindfolded vision, muhyati. Muhyati means he's delusional. He is first blinded about the reality, and then he becomes delusional. And because of the delusional, what happens? Asatyapi abala surupe. Though the woman, abala means weaker sex. Abala, though the woman is weaker sex, she need not be weaker sex actually. For an example, I am saying, it is said, abala api surupe, asatyapi. Asatyapi means even though she may not be a weaker sex, a weaker person, but still this fellow sees her to be weaker. See, you don't have to be stuck to this word. We'll explain it. See, for a man, woman, For woman, man, we saw that. Okay. Now see it from this angle, this perspective. You ask the husband, he says, "Oh, my wife cannot do anything without me. I need to be there. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for her to manage things." Right? You ask the wife. She is weaker sex, right? Very good. You go and ask her. She'll say, "Oh, he cannot even find his socks if I'm not there." Simple thing. So, for the husband, woman is the weaker person. For the woman, husband is the weaker person. So that is why he says, Abalapi. She may not be weak, but this fellow thinks her to be weaker. He may not be weak, but she thinks him to be weaker. So Asatyapi. So though she is not a weaker one, he thinks her to be weaker one. Though she is not a good one, she thinks her to be a good one. Though she is not what she seems to be, he sees all that what she is not, or what he is not, she sees. So, nahi andadrishter asatasatova. So, for this fellow who is blinded by this desire, for him, there is nothing which is a good or bad. He does not see differentiate between good and bad. And nor does he differentiate between the happiness and sorrow. He loses all the discriminative power of differentiating things, because he sees good as bad, he sees bad as good, he sees happiness and sorrow as sorrow, has sorrow and as happiness, etc. He's completely confused because of the delusion, because of being blinded by the desire, hatred. So this is what happens to him. So from the next shloka, he to induce vairagya. We are not entering into some text on Kama Sutra. He's to induce you vairagya. He is explaining this in a very beautiful way. We'll see this. Om Purnamata Purnamidam Purna Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.